Classic Hits, My 105.9, finally Friday morning. And not only the big concert announcement this morning, this place is exciting today. We've got some special guests in the studio. Lucas Seeley presents. Welcome back, Lucas, first of all.
Good morning, Willie. How are you doing, man?
You're bringing some heavy hitters in today.
Yeah.
We're excited about this. First of all, Steve-O, we want to welcome to the show. Jackass is Steve-O. Thanks for coming in.
Dude.
Very cool.
Thanks for having me, man.
Lucas, this is cool, too, because Steve-O doesn't drink, right?
Yeah.
So you guys are totally,
Totally
coherent this morning?
Yes, so we know what's going on. I woke up this morning feeling refreshed and energized.
I saw on Facebook you guys went out on the town, but it wasn't your usual out on the town last night.
I just want to give props to Geyser Park for letting us go there and ride some goat-karts and playing some laser tag. And
Love that place.
Steve-O cheats, man. He just sat there. And you're not supposed to climb on things, but he was like a monkey who was hanging on things and he was shooting people.
Steve-O, welcome to the show, man. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, man.
Is this your first time to Montana?
Not my first time to Montana, but for all I know, I think it's my first time to Billings.
You have a hard time remembering some of the places that you've been?
Yeah, I have a very difficult time remembering a lot of things.
As far as I know, you're not banned in this city, which is good. You are in several others?
I suppose so, yeah, man. I've done a pretty good job of getting banned from places.
Everybody, of course, knows you from the Jackass TV show and the movies, but maybe a lot of people don't know that you do stand-up comedy. You've been doing this for a little while.
That's right, man. Well, I mean, actually, I first got into it like 6 years ago, but I've been on tour nonstop for a year and a half now, and
how did it go down?
Time, man. I don't just do stand-up though. I do a set of stand-up. And then I do a set of stunts and tricks.
Oh, of course.
So, yeah, I just if I was just standing there talking the whole time, I wouldn't feel like I could call that a Steve-O show, you know. So I don't know.
So you got into
I kind of beat myself up a little bit.
You got into comedy 6 years ago, but you've been doing your stunts and tricks for a lot longer than that.
Right.
How did you start out with all that? I heard you went to like clown college.
Yeah, I went to clown college. It was. You know, it all started when I started skateboarding in high school. I was making videos. I went from high school to the University of Miami, and I couldn't bring myself to go to class.
Mm-hmm.
So I started jumping off, like, apartment buildings into shallow pools and videoing that. And I was like, this is great. I'm going to become a stuntman. So I dropped out of the University of Miami, and I was homeless for a while. And then I found out about clown college, and I thought, man, if I could go to clown college and have the name Ringling Brothers to brag about, then I could, like, that would further my goal of being a stuntman, which is kind of hilarious. But I went to clown college. I worked in the circus. My last day in the circus was my first day filming Jackass.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah, dude, the rest is just
sex,
drugs, and rock and roll, man.
A whole lot of it.
Yeah, that's kind of what my stand-ups, my stand-ups, like, it's blessed by a lot of experience as a semi-famous drug-addicted male slut.
Yeah, you've had quite a story along the last decade or two. What do you think of Montana so far? You get to look around a little bit yesterday,
I think it's good, man. I think the girls are very humpable. You can say that on the radio, right?
Sure. You just did.
I think that I just can't believe I had so much fun playing laser tag. That was ridiculous.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit. Clean and sober now. How long?
It's been over 4 years now.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Like, being clean and sober is not something I recommend. It's not, like, if you don't have to stop taking drugs and drinking, I say party on, man, have a good time. But in my case, I genuinely had to stop, so.
Maybe you already did your share anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I could, did more drugs than Ozzy, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, he's older. but like, I don't know. I definitely got loaded.
Life seems a little better now, though.
Sure, man. It would be difficult for it to be any worse than it was at the end, I mean, at the end, I couldn't get through a day without doing really horrible things. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, life is good now.
What kinds of stuff do you do to replace that now? Do you go out and do you have like a coffee addiction or something now? Do you drink?
Yeah, I quit coffee too, man.
Wow.
Like, what do I do, man? I just do my shows, I mean, I hate the idea of anybody thinking, oh, Steve-O's sober now, man. He's a pussy. That's why it's so important for me to do gnarly stunts at my shows. You know, I like. The reality is that it's really, my sense of humor is no different. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
you know, the things I think are rad, it's just no different.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to seeing whatever it is we're gonna see tonight.
Yeah, man. And you know what? Like, I like to say this too. Like, it's my promise after each show. Like, I never like leave, go anywhere, do anything, or start the next show until I've taken a photo with everybody in the crowd that wants one.
Man, that's cool.
And so, if anybody has anything they want to tell me or show me or just say or just get a picture, like every last person gets their chance.
That's pretty awesome, man. We're looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Like I'm stoked.
We
and if you're coming to the show because you enjoyed watching me on Dancing with the Stars, maybe don't bother. 'Cause it's not like a kid show.
Right. There's going to be 4 shows this weekend, Lucas, and we got somebody back from, wow, quite a while ago. Al Jackson's here.
Yo, what up, man? What's
How
good,
you doing,
baby?
man? Good to
I'm
see
all
you
right.
again.
Trying not to blow my coffee breath in Steve-O's face, man.
It's all good, man.
Trying to get that weird angle where it's just like it's going that way.
Don't worry about it, man. We're sharing a microphone, like.
Yeah. like we should be singing a duet, like Sonny and Cher. Like, all right, now you go.
Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah. I just like I feel what Steve was saying with the drugs. I feel like with his drinking and drugs, I feel like that's the same way people take lottery. Like take their lottery winnings. Like you just did a lump sum. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing it your whole life, you took the whole $20 million right there. That's a good way. That's all right. I feel it.
Al, what have you been up to? So you were here, what, maybe 2 years ago now?
A year ago, man. So yeah, dude, and it's crazy because I drove into Denver, which was dope. You know what I'm saying? I drove through Wyoming.
Oh, you got to see Wyoming.
Black man in Wyoming, the only one. I feel like I'm gonna move there. Like that's gonna be so.
You didn't stop very often.
No, I stopped one time and I was like, that's not gonna happen again. Like they just like get him. Like
It's kind of a different state.
Yeah. Anytime I see 3 yellow pickup trucks in one area, it's like it's time to go. So we're gonna keep it moving, homie. But it was cool, man. I had a good time, dog.
And you've been out touring consistently since? Or?
Touring, man. Probably been on the road about 40 weeks a year, probably for about 5, 6, 7 years now, man. So
very cool.
It's the life, man.
And then Lucas just got back from overseas. We need to talk about that for a minute. How was the homeland?
It was surreal, dude. You know, like to me, Laos before I went was like a fictional character, like my parents always talked about. I'm like, oh yeah, those poor kids, whatever. Give me McDonald's, right? Mm-hmm. And then my parents would always say, you should appreciate this running water. I'm like, yeah, whatever. You know, I was kind of like this arrogant kid with parents who grew up, and I'm like, you guys didn't struggle that bad until I went. And like when you had to poop, right? Like this is crazy. Like you have to squat down, right? And then you take your left hand and you wipe, and there's a bucket of water. You take a bowl and you rinse your fingers out.
Oh, and no McDonald's?
No McDonald's.
Put your hand in the water first.
No.
I mean, if you gotta wipe your butt with your hand, you'd think that you would kind of want to get it wet first, and then maybe wipe with your wet hand, and then maybe get it wet again. But you're talking about dry wiping with a dry hand.
Well, yeah, I didn't have to do it. I didn't even know I was supposed to rinse my hand off. That was the thing. I found that out later.
You had to.
You did it wrong, man. You did it wrong, dude.
Is there any right way? Is there any way that you nailed it?
And even showering, man, like they shower maybe like 3 or 2 times a week.
Do you do more often than that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Shower every day, son.
I'm just kidding.
No, but they appreciate all the showering, man, and it was a cool experience. Like when we was helping out the kids and everything, you know, just like a piece of candy that we'd give them, like it meant the world to them, you know. Mm-hmm. And we bought one of those like playground jungle gym type things.
Oh yeah.
And it was the first one in my dad's village, and like they didn't know how to go on the swings. They were just looking at it.
You're teaching them how to play. They're teaching you how to wipe.
Yes.
Well, good. I'm glad you're back, and we're glad that Big Comedy's going down. 4 big shows this weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're sold out for the late shows already.
Cool.
So it's all 7 p.m. It's all ages. By all ages doesn't mean it's
doesn't
family
mean bring your kids to come see Steve-O.
No, it's going to be mature content, but it's, you know, for high school and college kids that want to come out to the show. But it's going to be great, man. It's our 2-year anniversary show, so I'm glad that we have Steve-O and Al Jackson.
2 years. That's
2 years.
amazing.
Remember 2 years ago in the other building.
Yeah.
We were hungover that day. I remember that too because we took Ty Barnett out, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, man, but we're gonna do a show tonight, and it was great. So I just want to thank everybody out that comes out and supports the show. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Without
man,
you guys,
in that 2 years, he's brought Louis Anderson to Billings. He brought Pauly Shore. It's getting bigger and better.
Pauly Shore is just a total.
He's fun.
I've never heard a good thing about this guy.
Yeah,
There's a reason for that.
I don't have a lot of good things to say about it either, but.
Talking smack.
All right. Al Jackson, Steve-O, Lucas Seeley, Wayne Wilcox, thank you guys for coming by the show, and we'll see you all out there tonight. Manny Sports and Entertainment tickets still at montanacomedy.com.
Yeah, that's the only place to get them right now. All the outlets are sold out, so
Perfect.
Go online to get tickets. I think we left some space for walk-ups too.
Okay.
But we're gonna seat all the people who bought tickets, and then we're gonna, if you walk up, but you get.
If you walk up, you can stand in the back by me.
Yeah,
there you go.
Back by you, and Willie will buy you a drink.
And I'll buy you a drink
because he lives in the country club and he's making money.
All right, Steve-O, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, dudes.